In this video, we'll deal with section C of sample paper science cbse 2024. Let's come to the next question, that is question number 27. The given reaction of manganese dioxide with aluminium has been given, and you have to give reason why the above reaction is known as the thermite reaction. Why? Because it is a highly exothermic reaction. You can see here heat is evolved and it produces the manganese in the molten state and therefore used in welding of metals, especially the railway tracks. Identify the substance oxidized and reduced in the above reaction. Manganese dioxide is having oxygen in it, so it is a oxidizing agent, and this is the oxidized substance aluminium, and aluminium is a reducing agent, and the reduced substance is manganese dioxide. So the oxidized substance here is aluminium and reduced substance is MnO2. Give a reason why aluminium is preferred. Because aluminium has great affinity with the oxygen. Oxygen के साथ aluminium बहुत तेजी से combine करता है और aluminium oxide बना लेता है, and therefore these are used. It is preferably used in the thermite reaction. Let's come to another question quickly. An element M with electronic configuration 283 combined with chlorine and sulfate. You have to give the formula of aluminium, that is element M with chlorine and sulfate, and then you have to identify the bond in them and their electrical conductivity. So quickly let's see here. M is having valency +3, and with chlorine is having -1, so formula will be NCl3, aluminium chloride, AlCl3 or MCl3, and metal sulfate. Metal is +3, sulfate is -2, cross multiply, and you will get M2SO4 whole thrice. This is a covalent compound because of the less difference in electronegativity between aluminium and chlorine, and it is an ionic compound because of great difference in the electronegativity. And because it is a covalent compound, it is not a good conductor of electricity. But aluminium sulfate, as it is a ionic compound, it is a good conductor of electricity in the molten state, and M, that is aluminium, is also a good conductor of electricity. Next, come to the next question. You have been given an option in this. A reddish brown metal X when heated in air gives a black compound Y, which when heated in presence of hydrogen gives X back. X is refined by electrolysis, and you have to identify X and Y. I have to draw the diagram to represent the electrorefining of X. So here X is copper. Copper when react with oxygen will give you copper oxide, which is black in color, and when copper oxide is heated with hydrogen, it will give you X back, that is, it will give you copper back and water. And this copper is refined by electrolysis or by electric current, and you have to identify X. So this is X, that is copper, and Y is a black compound, so this is Y, that is a black compound copper oxide. Now the electrorefining of copper is done by electrolysis. I am just showing you the diagram on the net only, but it is very easy to draw. You can see here, this is the diagram of electrorefining of copper, in which a vessel has been taken, a voltmeter, in which anode is made up of impure copper metal, and pure metal is a thin bar of pure copper is made as cathode, and copper sulfate, aqueous acidified copper sulfate solution is taken as electrolyte, and anode impurities collect at the bottom of the anode in the form of anode mud. So you have to show this just diagram with the circuit and the what are the anode and cathode made up of, and what is the electrolyte. It's a very simple diagram. You have to just show cathode, anode and the electrolyte in the diagram in your question. Now let's come to the next question. The next question is, we are advised to take iodized salt in our diet by our doctors. Justify its importance in our body. Now iodized salt obviously contains iodine, and iodine helps in the production of thyroxine hormone in our body, which helps in regulating the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat in our bodies. And if there is a deficiency of iodine in our body, it will lead to the goiter, that is swelling of the neck, and the metabolism will also be disturbed. Either if there is an excess hormone, then also it will lead to the deficiency diseases, and if there is an deficiency of the hormone, then also you will get the diseases. So both in case of hyper and hyposecretion of thyroxine hormone, you will get diseases. So iodine, because it helps in the formation of thyroxine hormone, which in turn regulates the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat in our body, therefore it is advised to take the iodized salt in our diet. Next is, what is the probability of a girl or a boy child being born in a family? Justify your answer. This is a question from genetics, and we can draw a very simple cross here. This is female. When crossed with a male, you will get the gametes as XX, and here the male gametes will be X and Y, and you have to draw here a Punnett square. A Punnett square has been drawn. On one side we will write XX, on one side we will write XY. Here you will get cross multiply and get XX, XY, XX and XY. So here you are clearly seeing the probability of male and female child being born is equal to 1:1. That means every time an egg fertilizes with a sperm may have X chromosome or Y chromosome, but ovum always has X chromosome. So it is just by chance that every time X fertilizes ovum or egg fertilizes with sperm, whether X fertilizes with X or X fertilizes with Y, that is just by some chance, and that is purely internal and it is beyond our control, and therefore the probability of male and female child being born is 1:1. So there is equal probability of forming the child, either male child or female child. So you can show with the help of a cross, and then you can write the answer in your own words, as I have told you that there is an equal probability of, you have read probability in mathematics, so you can easily write it what is the probability of forming male and female child. You can support the answer with the cross. And question number 31, 32 and 33 in this section are from physics, and next we will move on to the section D in the next video.